I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the next thing to fall isn't the 8 o'clock time slot, where networks literally might give those slots back to the affiliates. 20 years ago, you'd have thought this will never happen. The networks are trying to take time from the affiliated stations, not give them back. Now we've seen the kids show, Saturday morning kids shows, networks have completely, in some cases, given those back to their affiliates. We may see that happen. So it may be in 5 years that some networks are doing 2 hours, maybe even 1 hour of prime time per night. You know, it used to be you'd start, like Fox would start on a couple nights, they'd grow and they'd grow and they'd grow. The dream was to be a full 22-hour, 7-day-a-week primetime schedule. Now we may be seeing that contracting. I think ABC and CBS at first are going to put dramas up against Leno, hoping to blow Leno out of the water. If that doesn't work and they do their financial math, they may find, now that we don't have to compete with dramas by NBC, we'll just put our, you know, get some late night people there, and we'll just move the whole late night thing up another hour into prime time. And that may happen. It'll depend on how well they do with their dramas. I don't think dramas are going to go away, though. I mean, when you think some of the shows, some of the few shows that anybody has really been talking about in the past 5 years, and when you think about it, these have been grim years for network television. I mean, they're none of the shows that everybody's buzzing about. And those that they have either been game show competition kind of things, Millionaire in '99 and American Idol 2002 on, or they've tended to be dramas. I mean, Lost got a lot of buzz. Heroes for a while had a lot of it. Desperate Housewives was a big hit. As expensive as they are, when these things hit, they can be really big. So my guess is we'll still see them. It'll just be a lot fewer. And if you're developing a lot fewer, the chance of stumbling on a good one is going to be less and less likely. What's strange is that the cable companies, basic cable, are developing these things like crazy. FX, AMC, TNT are churning out this stuff, often by producers that cut their teeth on network before. And they're doing this because they're only doing like 13 episode seasons, and then they spread those out a lot. Probably the networks will start behaving more like cable companies. Maybe 5 years from now, it's not like the networks will never make a Lost again, but they'll make 10 or 12 episodes, and then they'll repeat them throughout the schedule, like HBO has been doing from the beginning. I mean, The Sopranos, 13 episode seasons, and they took, if they felt like taking 18 months off between seasons, they took it. 21 months one time between seasons. The networks still are actually behaving pretty much like they did back in the 50s, which is mostly new programming with some reruns sprinkled in and very little repetition of stuff. With scripted drama, that probably, under this multi-channel environment, is not going to be something they can afford anymore.